What's up? I'm HUGZ. That's Sam. Welcome to HUGZ and Sam. Today we're getting into Stranger Things 2, Episode 2. A lot happened in the first episode, and we're really excited to be getting into this series. Like we said before, we absolutely loved Season 1. Season 2 started off super intense.
Yes.
First thing we saw, I think, was number 8, right?
Yes.
So
she was like doing things with her mind.
Yeah,
well,
which
like,
reminded us,
two people's mind.
if you watched Ruby of Emerald, where she could kind of get into their brain and make them see things or make them believe that their reality was changed.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we saw 11 is hiding out with Hopper. Will is kind of fading in and out of the Upside Down in random places. Also, at the end of the show, all of the machinery and stuff, the equipment at the government base goes nuts, and then he sees the monster the storm
it's like
or whatever.
Huge. It's like a monster we have not seen at all.
It looks like War of the Worlds, if anybody's ever watched that. Like, there's just, those creatures have like these arms, and it kind of looks like that a little bit.
Yeah.
But, also, we have Mad Max up in the mix. Really interesting.
And her epic
new
brother
character
that everyone thinks is hot.
Who else do we have here? Barb's parents hired a private investigator who is looking into Barb's disappearance.
And they're like gonna lose their house
11,
to pay for it.
Yeah.
And Nancy's like messed up because she knows she's dead, and she knows that her parents are like going through all this trouble losing their house and stuff, and it's making her upset.
I think that's everything. I actually wrote down notes.
Yeah.
I didn't take notes while the show was happening. This is a new thing we're trying to do. Take notes during the show. Help us out. Especially with Stranger Things as it being a longer show.
Yes.
There's going to be a lot of things that we have to remember
also,
as we
the
go
pumpkins. The pumpkins was something which you thought, and I agreed with, that the Upside Down was like somehow
fading, like bleeding in to the real world.
Yes.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we left out, but that's a lot of stuff. That, and a lot of y'all liked my apparently epic reference to Sean Astin that Bob was going to show her the Shire.
Show her the Shire.
So maybe I can work in like some Rudy or some Goonies references or something.
Which I'm still not completely convinced that he's not shady somehow.
Well, okay, so
we'll
real quick, let's discuss that before we get into it, though. People are like, oh yeah, well they went to high school and they mentioned that or whatever. But yeah, just because they went to high school together, he could be working for the government. Like, it seems like the way that they were talking about it, it's not like they kept in close contact that entire time.
Yeah.
So as far as she knows, he was this egghead dude, like, nerdy guy who was super smart, Bob the Brain or whatever they call him. So who's to say when he got out of high school he didn't follow that track and get into the government? All that stuff's hush-hush anyway. It's not like he'd be posting it on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then
also, you got to kind of think about it from like a small
together.
town perspective, because they're from a small town, you know, everybody's like real close-knit. They're going to want somebody she's familiar with. Because if some newbie comes into a small town, everybody's more skeptical of them. Yeah. But since she already knows him, like, it would be easier to trust him.
So the high school thing doesn't have me convinced that he wouldn't be shady.
Right.
It would be just as easy for him to be shady, being that they went to school together.
Yeah. And he could be just the nicest person ever.
Because there's crazy people that I went to high school with have done some crazy things.
Yeah. I just really wanted her to get with Hopper, so whatever.
I did too. Also, I wanted Nancy to get together with Jonathan. Yeah. I mean, I do like Steve. He's redeemed himself.
I still feel like there's like some connections between all of those different relationships. But come on,
Dustin
Bob.
and Mad Max.
Bob's got to go.
That's my one trio. Dustin and Mad Max.
Dustin and Mad Max, yes.
That's my one trio. All right, but let's get into it. See what's going
down.
Oh, shit.
Oh, flashback.
Oh, yeah. Because we didn't really know exactly what happened.
Where she went, really.
I love that. I love how they do the passageways, how they do the portals.
Yeah.
It's almost like a living thing, you know? Like it's like flesh. It's like she's being birthed into the world again.
Yeah.
Top secret. Understood. We're all patriots in this house.
I love how clueless they are to like.
Yeah.
I understand this is difficult, Michael.
I don't know where she is. And even if I did, I'd never tell you.
Wow.
I would
Keep it
never.
real.
And your entire family at risk. Do you understand, Michael? Do you understand?
Damn it.
Michael? Michael?
That makes me feel better though that he sees her, that he knew.
Hell no.
Ghost.
Yeah, I see that. Who wouldn't see
She
it?
wants to go trick or
The
treating.
bad man.
I don't care.
But he
I
wouldn't see
don't
me.
care, alright?
Oh,
Go out there.
he doesn't
ghost
want
or
to
not,
lose
it's
her.
a risk. We don't
Exactly.
take risks.
Because it probably reminds
Alright.
him of his daughter, you
You're
know?
stupid.
515.
5:15. Yeah. Sure.
Promise.
Yes. I promise.
Something's gonna happen.
Yep. He's not going to be able to make it.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Peeing?
Sending my poop to the upside down.
Oh my gosh.
Who are you gonna call? The nerds!
I don't care. I dress up as a Ghostbuster just on a regular day.
Yeah.
What the hell is
I think
this?
he saw it before, like it's not happening right now.
Yeah.
Place.
What do you want to do? You want to take it back to Chicago?
I wonder if she knows he has 11.
I want this to be over.
I know.
I can't keep doing this.
Doing what?
Pretending like everything's okay.
What are you talking about?
Barbara. It's like everyone forgot. It's like nobody cares. Except her parents, and now they're selling the house, and they're going to spend the rest of their lives looking for her.
Cool, right? No? Okay, but so we were talking last night, and you're new here.
That's presumptuous of you.
Yeah, totally. So you'll come? Sumptuous. That's a good thing, right?
She can make friends with this little squirrel.
Flashback.
Reminding her of when she was like running or. Holy shit!
Oh my god, did... What the hell?
What are you doing out here in the cold?
Is she gonna kill him?
Oh snap! She just knocked his ass out!
Mel didn't just hit me last night, he hit damn near everyone.
What are you talking about?
Oh, Jack O'Dell.
I want to know what's up with them.
Smell that, Max? That's
Billy.
actually shit. Cow shit.
I don't see any cows.
Clearly you haven't met the high school girls.
Damn!
So what, you like it here now?
No.
Then why are you defending it?
So he's a dick.
Sure sounds
Yeah.
like it.
Holy He's like a psycho!
Yeah.
Really? Everyone dressed up last year.
Is he riding up on them?
Are these your new hit friends?
No, and I don't know them.
Well, I guess you won't care if I hit him then, huh? I get bonus points, I get them all in one go?
Stop, it's not funny.
Holy shit.
Oh my god! She had to pull the wheel too, he wasn't gonna stop.
Nope.
Wow. Even if it weren't for like the upside down and everything crazy, like he still went missing for a long period of time.
Yeah.
If I let you go on your own, you promise to stay in the neighborhood.
Yeah, totally.
That can't end well.
9.
That can't end well.
Fine.
I wonder if him and Jonathan are gonna get into it.
Or is he gonna try to get with Nancy?
Hey, whoa, take it easy. Take it easy. Yes.
Just been stupid teenagers for the night. Wasn't that the deal?
About to get it in today.
Go take it to the shower.
Yeah, you're about to give her the truffle shuffle. On one hand, I'm like, that's sweet. On the other hand, I'm like, I want her and Hopper together.
Yeah. Trick-or-treaters. Victims.
Damn!
No way.
You should have seen the look on
Nice.
their faces. And you? Who screams like that? You sound like a little girl.
She's scary because Billy's a psycho, and Billy was kind of like insinuating that it's her fault they had to leave where they were before.
Yeah. It looked like he got home by 5:15.
Check your watch for 515, sir. Oh, snap.
You're dead.
Yeah, you got me, kid. Oh, shit.
Yep.
Oh, damn.
Oh shit.
Oh, snap. What the hell? It's like made of like dark clouds. Oh. Damn.
Are you hurt?
Holy shit!
Is he okay? I don't know. I'm gonna get you home, okay?
Damn.
Hold on.
That's crazy.
I got it.
Mike.
That's
Keep
scary.
trick-or-treating. I'm bored anyways.
No.
Get off.
No, he's had enough, okay?
Screw you.
Nancy, I'm serious. Hey, stop. No, I'm serious. Put it down.
No.
Nancy, put it down.
Steve, stop.
Stop.
Oh, that's what we were
She
worried
just fell on
about.
it.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're bullshit.
What?
You're pretending like everything's okay. You know, like we didn't kill Barb. Like it's great. Like we're in love and we're partying. Yeah, let's party, huh? We're partying.
Gotta watch out though, because she'll be saying we killed Barb like that, and that's dangerous.
I wonder if he's the reason that stuff's like bleeding over.
I mean, it was bleeding over before him.
Yeah, but he came back with that stuff inside of him, and now stuff's getting like way worse. Like he brought stuff into this realm.
Aw, BFFs forever.
Crazy together.
Well, whatever.
Best friends forever.
Forever.
Hey, kid, open up, all right? Look, I know I'm late. Hey, kid, open up, would you? I got stuck somewhere and I lost track of time.
Is it just me or does he seem like drunk or something?
Yeah.
Al, would you please open the door?
It's not how you watch TV.
Or does the white noise help her, like...
Focus and
Yeah.
put her into that, like...
353, it's...
Oh, wow.
Like 11?
Why does this, like, make me so emotional?
It's so weird because she's like right there, you know? Damn. I was just like...
Wow. Look at her. Oh my god, no!
Is that
Is he really fun?
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
What is it?
I wonder if it's a portal.
I don't know. It sounded like a animal or something.
Yeah.
Like, not an animal, but something. A creature.
It was my first
Some
thought it was
nature.
a portal, but then it sounded like an animal, so like it wouldn't
Portal
make sense.
inside of a trash can.
That messed me up.
That my favorite part of that. Okay, so the fact that they were like so close, it was almost like she was dead. You know, like that. It's like something from like Ghost or something. You know.
Yeah.
And then, as he walks away, you get like this wide shot, like this really long shot of her sitting there next to the little.
And then she cuts out of it, unblindfolds, got the blood, and she's just like crying so hard, like deep pain cry. Like,
he misses her so much, and she misses him. Like
353 days.
Yep.
I need to write that down.
Because it was 347 last time, right? When they were talking.
I thought it was 352.
I don't know.
But that wouldn't have made sense because
It wouldn't have just been the day before.
I thought it was 352. But whatever.
Super emotional, that whole like story arc going on right there. I feel like we're getting really close to when Eleven and Hopper get together in her series of flashbacks, because she found the Eggos and whatever was in the bowl.
So he was just doing that just in case she was out there.
Yeah, well, because they didn't know where she was. I wonder if he just kept refreshing that, like just kept putting more and more stuff out there randomly. Because, like, if that was just a one-time deal, that was out there for months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it's really cold because it's got snow, and, well, I mean, it's not snowing all year round. Whatever. But at that point, it had only been a couple months, I think.
I don't know when it would have been. We have no idea. We only have her hair growth to go off of, that it had been quite a while.
Yeah.
But there wasn't snow on the ground or anything.
Mm-mm. Not when she was like...
But she was wearing she did rob that dude for his jacket.
Yeah. I wonder where he's at.
Still, I wouldn't just trust a bucket of stuff in the woods to, like, stay good for any period of
But
time.
straight up, though, like, I wonder where that guy's gonna be, because he's gonna remember that. Like, he's not like that killed him.
Yeah.
So, I bet he's gonna come back later on and be like, there was this girl.
She robbed me. She hit me with a big old.
Or he may have already made a report, because, you know, it would.
People are already looking for her. You know, people have already put in reports for her and whatever. And even if they did, likely would have come to Hopper's attention and he could have shut it down.
But I'm wondering if that's how he finds her.
You know what? Did they mention in the first episode something about somebody making a report? When they talked about the kid peeing, did they talk about a dude getting attacked? We'll have to go back and see that, because I remember them talking about stuff.
They talked about a couple of different things, like instances and stuff. But,
I
like,
wonder,
that might
could be something they talked about in the first episode.
That might be how Hopper finds out that she's out there, is someone reported that it was in those woods, and so that's when he started bringing
he went and looked.
Yeah.
We didn't see Murray at all in this episode, but I have a feeling like he's going to get close.
Yeah.
Like, I have a feeling he may be the one to figure out.
I feel like
that
this series is like, or this season is so much more emotional. Like, the whole thing with Jonathan and Nancy, like, that was, like, emotional. And then, you know, of course, Mike and Eleven. It's so weird,
We had season 1, though, to get attached to the characters. We essentially got the origin story laid out a little bit for us.
And it's kind of weird because Mike and Eleven are so young, and I feel like, oh, man, it's, like, young love. But it's, like... It just seems like very real and mature.
Well, it's almost beyond love, though, really. Like, they do love each other. But it's like he was the one that was there for her. He essentially taught her how to live her life outside of confinement.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I said, he tethers her to this world. Like this, she doesn't understand the world.
Yeah.
She's still learning from Hopper. But Mike is the only thing she absolutely knows. The only person she absolutely knows that was like her 100 ride or die.
Right. And it's like, it's so sad because it's been like all those days and he like tries to talk to her like every single day. He tries to talk to her.
Yep. And what makes it more sad is not only is he trying to talk to her, how often does she go and listen?
I know. Because she knew how to. She knew like to put on the thing and... I mean, unless
That's her new sensory deprivation.
Yeah, the white noise with the blindfold. I don't know. I just know that whenever they finally meet again, it's going to be extremely emotional, I think. And I feel like it'd be really cool if it was like 365 days.
Like a straight year.
Yeah, like a straight up year.
Right now, okay, what's on my mind, I thought Billy was going to be the scary one because he's absolutely psychotic.
Well, he is, like, scary.
But who I think I might be more worried of is Max.
Well, yeah, because he's like, whose fault is it? And she, like, said yours, but he said it's basically hers, and so it's like, what are they?
If he's insane and, like, evil, like, to where he was gonna try to run kids over, and she's the one that got them in trouble, but she's like calm and collected, which she was wearing the Michael Myers mask, which if you ever seen Halloween or whatever, like he is a very emotionless killer, which might be some foreshadowing that she's...
That's what I was thinking, like did they kill somebody and they had to move to run away and like hide? I don't know.
But I feel like
I'm
she's real
she's also
dangerous.
kind of like young and like there's their parents and then also part of me is like, is she like 11 and 8?
Well, see, I said that earlier, but I said I had originally thought that could be a thing, but if they had to move away from somewhere else, I don't think they would move to the
there's
town.
a reason that they have to be there. Like
Why?
they made it seem like they like had to be in that town. Like, of all the places, like, they ran from somewhere. Of all the places they could go, they have to stay in this one shithole.
I would think it's just because it's a small town. It's easier to hide.
But just think about all the small towns in the U.S. Like, they could have gone to.
Well, you don't know where they came from. Neither do I.
Right. I just, like, look at, like, it is, I feel like there's a reason that they have to be there. Like, they know something about what's going on in the town.
I don't know. It very well could be. Because my first idea was that she could potentially be one of the subjects, but the only thing that was really pushing me away from that is that they came from somewhere else. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I don't know where 8 was. Because 8 wasn't in that town, was she?
I don't know. I bet if we go back and look at the police cars,
it seemed like a more metropolitan area.
I wonder if it says on there. It did, because the tunnels underground, like that's not in small towns.
Exactly.
So,
but that's where they were doing the testing or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened. Also, we don't know how 8 got released. We don't know if it was like an escape thing or if at a certain point they just released the subjects.
I mean, yeah, because remember, like in season 1, they was like Papa was talking about 11 and how they needed to like work her way out into the public.
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm just really excited to like finish watching what's gonna happen. Like
this season, I mean, because like I said, season 1 laid the foundation. So season 2, you know, it's easy to say season 2 is so much better, but I think it's just because we had that good groundwork that was laid in season 1. We have these attachments to the characters. We already have these established storylines that we're just ready to see unfold even more. So it's like it just ramps it up. And the series in general is just amazing. It's one of my favorite series of all time. I'm really into like the kind of 80s cheesy horror genre anyway. And I think that this just... It's not necessarily like a full-on horror. It's like a thriller, like a suspense type thing. But I do want to know what Dustin found in the trash can.
Yes.
And I feel like Nancy's going to mess up.
I feel like that too. I thought that whenever she was drunk, she was going to go out there in that room of that party and be like, Barb's dead. Just start like crying, screaming or something.
That would have been
dramatic.
Kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, like that's what I thought was about to happen. And then everybody, of course, would have to question, why'd you say that? Like,
well, and that's what I said. It's not like, okay, so she has a couple of options. She can tell the parents about the Upside Down and risk being insane. You know what I mean? Like them thinking she's crazy. Or she can just say somehow she knows that Barb is dead without mentioning any of that, which she looks like
suspicious. And also
very suspicious for the murder.
They said that if they spill the beans, Steve said that if she spilled the beans, that they'd come after
well,
them.
The government agents were talking to her parents and everything. We saw that little part of the flashback there.
And the dad was like, "Of course, we're very patriotic.
We're all patriots in this house." I don't know. This is only the second episode in, and it's already like super good.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of long storylines that have been laid now. I don't feel like we're going to get a lot of our answers really quickly here. I feel like this is something that's going to be... you know, like Sons of Anarchy was a good show like that. They lay a lot of these little story arcs in the beginning, and there's just so many of them, but at the end they all get resolved. It's not like a lot get resolved, and I always love that as part of the show, because like sometimes it'd be a little slower in the beginning, but then those last like few episodes of the season we're always like, oh my god, everything is happening. Game of Thrones is even like that sometimes, you know, Game of Thrones is one way or another. Either it's all intense or it's like kind of a slow build into insanity.
Right.
And I feel like we're kind of going to have all of this stuff come to a head at the same time.
Yeah. It's going to like all like blow up at once.
Yeah.
Like I bet like what's going to happen is like Elle and Mike are going to get back together and something's going to happen and Mad Max is going to like lose her shit and then the freaking tentacle monster is going to come out and
I want to see more from 8 because they kind of just showed us, you know, like, oh, here's this character that has awesome stuff and then nothing. You know what I mean? I kind of am
hoping what happens is like all of them come together to destroy
that monster.
Yeah.
Well, because I was talking about it in the episode, I said that's way too big for Elle to kill.
Right, and so that's what I'm
11
thinking.
Can't
like,
kill it on her own.
Like if 8 comes and helps, along with like, it's very like superhero-ish. Like, very much seems like a.
You know what I was going to say, too? So if you look back here, I don't know if y'all can tell, but this is actually 11 when she had her wig and the Eggos. But because it's next to Ron Swanson, it kind of looks like Leslie Knope.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it's actually Elle with some Eggo waffles.
That's so cute.
But when I was looking at it earlier, I was like, I wonder if people think that's just Ron and Leslie. Or if y'all can even see it at all. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of blurry back there. All right. But a lot of good stuff in this episode. Really enjoyed it. Let us know what you thought in the comments down below. Like it if you did, sub if you don't already. Shout out to our patrons watching the full and early reactions up on Patreon. Thank you so much for your support. You really don't know how much it means. It means the world to us. We'll be back with more videos soon. We love you guys.
Bye.